So I've been gone for 2 years from Twitch, and Infect has gone through a massive change. I'm going to talk you through the changes that we've recently had with the deck, in case you haven't watched my YouTube content. But I can just summarize them with basically two cards, and the main thing here is Embiggen. For people who don't know what this is, Embiggen gets +1/+1. It gives that to a creature for each super type, card type, and subtype it has. So I'm not going to explain everything in detail here, but if you just look at these cards right here, you can see immediately why it gets +4/+4, right? It's a creature, Phyrexian Elf Warrior. So that's 4 things. I think, if I remember correctly, creature is a super type, and then we have it's probably subtype Phyrexian Elf Warrior. I could be wrong there. I just know that it's definitely +4/+4. Same goes for Planet Agents, and then Inkmoth Nexus gets +5/+5 at instant speed, which is insanely powerful. Ever since the printing of Embiggen, I was immediately sold on it, and I think right now you should not be playing anything else, honestly. I've been seeing some people still playing the one-off scale up. I get it, you know, if you wanna play against like combo decks, sure, I could see the one scale up, but honestly, I'm just going to go 4 Embiggens, 4 Invigorates if I can. Now I have made some changes to my build, but I'll go over those soon. Then we have Legolas's Quick Reflexes. This is the most insanely good protection spell ever printed. For people who haven't played against this, honestly, it's ridiculous. If Wizards had asked me in the past to create a card for the game, I would have probably not made this because I would think it's too powerful. That's how crazy it is. The main thing is that it costs 1 green and it has split second. So the split second thing is what makes it so powerful. So you get to untap, and it gains hexproof, reach, and whenever it becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature. I have done some completely broken and silly things with this card. Like in the past against Delver, if the opponent resolves a Murktide Regent, it was game over. Like, not anymore, right? If you have like, okay, so they play Murktide, what you can do is you can double Invigorate. They will let that happen because they can block with Murktide. Okay, and then you just play Legolas and you win the game because it's split second. So you attack, you kill the Murktide, and kill him. It's ridiculous. 1 mana, it's great. Now, honestly, I think the card is just very good in Infect specifically, maybe in Depth, but that's about it. The card is good because you get to protect your creatures, but if you are not about protecting creatures, it's really not that great. In the beginning, I've been seeing a lot of people trying this out in a multitude of decks, but I think I don't think I would want this in anything other than Infect and like 2 of in-depth decks. I don't think it's good in anywhere else, really. But for Infect, it's a much needed upgrade, and you know, I love the deck right now, so we'll have a lot of fun. The Real Magic, thanks for the follow. Cheers, appreciate it. Let's go to the choices that I've made. I have gone back to Spell Pierce. If you've been watching my content, you know that I've been off of Spell Pierce for a while now. I think Spell Pierce is good again, mainly because right now the best deck in the format is Reanimator. I'm not sure if I should actually call this Reanimator because it's basically a hybrid between Reanimator and Delver. But, you know, it feels like if I lose the game, it's mostly because of the Reanimator package and not really because of the Delver package. So I really like Spell Pierce again. The meta's very diverse, very open, so that's a good time to be playing Spell Pierces. And I used to play 4 Embiggens, 4 Legolas, but right now I've cut 1 Embiggen, 1 Legolas to be playing 2 Silver Libraries again. Now, this may seem weird because of Orcish Bowmasters being everywhere, but honestly, this deck just doesn't care about Bowmasters all that much. I've been asked this a ton of times, that people think that Infect is dead right now because of Bowmasters. So what Bowmasters does against Infect, it's an expensive, worse Lightning Bolt in that sense. Because it costs 2 mana, it only pings for 1, so if you in response just use a pump spell, it hasn't done anything at all. So Bowmasters really isn't that great. Don't get me wrong, it's a good spell. I'm not going to deny that, but it's not as impressive as I'm just much more afraid of stuff like Plague Engineer, something like that, which is luckily for us gone now from the meta. And then I've cut Ponders for Silver Libraries, and that's pretty much the main deck. And then let's go to the sideboard. So I'm going to pop the sideboard on here. By the way, you should be able to see on my screen. You should be able to see the deck list if you hover over to the left side. Normally, you should be able to see all the cards that I'm playing. Let me know if something is up, if something is not working correctly. But that should be what's going on. And let me know if it doesn't work. But I've set it up to work that way. But let me know if it doesn't work. Anyway, let's go to the sideboard. So 4 Swords to Plowshares. This is something that I've been doing for a while now. I think right now in the meta, you really need to have Swords to Plowshares. Swords to Plowshares is just very, very good. And I think if you're not playing Swords to Plowshares, you're doing it wrong right now. The spells are just so good in currently, or the creatures at least are so good that you just need a way to get rid of them. And I would recommend playing 4. I've gone down to 3 in the past, but I don't think that's what you want to be doing right now. You should probably just play the full playset, honestly. Then, as I said before, so we now have Rescaminator, if I can call it like that, is the best deck in the format, so you should be paying attention to that. And then, well, I'm playing 2 Gravedigger's Cage because Surgical, honestly, has never been worse. I just don't think that Surgical is worth it anymore, especially the Rescaminator deck has so many ways to get rid of well, not get rid, but have so many ways to put creatures in the yard that if you just get rid of one of them, it's not good enough. They will just be able to play around that. And I'm playing 3 Endurances. That's mainly because, you know, I think that right now Endurance is really good against both Delver and Reanimator. And I've played in the past Triumph of St. Catherine in this spot. But Triumph, even though I still like Triumph, by the way, I'm missing all the follows. Sorry, I'm just I'm a bit rusty, as you can see. Thanks everyone for the follows. It's nice that I have so many people just coming back after my break. So cheers, thanks for the follows, and I will try and pick up my game and be as good at streaming as I was in the past. But I'm a bit rusty, so bear with me. So 3 Endurance, good against Reanimator and against Delvers. And if Reanimator would go away again, I would probably play Triumph of St. Catherine's again. And then you have 3 Force of Vigors. There are still a lot of Ancient Doom decks in the meta. So you need Force of Vigor, honestly. It's just that simple. You should play this. So go ahead and do that if you're playing Infect. And then I'm playing 1 Flusterstorm and 2 Vader Summers. That's because, yeah, that's just basically against combo decks. You need a way to get rid of the combo decks so to be able to beat them. And that's currently my way to do that. All right. That was quickly a rundown of the deck. Any questions? Let me just quickly read the chat here. Well, thanks, Reagan. I'm very happy to be back. Can you ponder on the dates unrestricted? Yeah, I saw that. Apparently it got unrestricted in Vintage. I never play Vintage, so I don't know. Is that going to be a thing? I mean, Ponder's good. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know anything about Vintage. Thoughts on Modern Infect? Well, I'm going to be playing Modern Infect on my channel too. So the idea is to stream again more often and also combine both modern streaming and legacy streaming because I took a break from content creation for a while. I think for like 2 or 3 months. I needed a break after Eternal Weekend. I had a lot of tournaments, a lot of grinding that I did. So I just needed a small break, and then I decided that I would be coming back this month. But I really missed Twitch. I really missed the interaction with you guys, and that's why I decided to combine them. So I'm going to be starting to stream and recording my videos so I can post them on YouTube. At least that's the idea. Let's see if this... I'm recording this one right now. Let's see if everything goes fine, because, again, I haven't done those, so we'll see. Anyway, yeah, thanks, everyone. Happy to be back. And as always, if you have any questions, you can just spam them in the chat. I always love answering questions. Okay. Enough chit-chat, let's dive into some games, shall we? I quickly want to thank Card Hoarder and Mjati for sponsoring me. I have now sponsors. Card Hoarder is the place to go for online getting your cards, and Mjati is a European is a seller which you can find on Magic Card Market, so go check them out. Hand's good, but I mean, it's missing a land, so I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this. And this is the mulligan. If I don't draw a land, this hand just doesn't do anything. Much better. I'm going to keep. So it's going to be one of these two. A Trop or a Nexus. I think I want to have the threat, so I'm just going to put the Trop on the bottom. There we go. Okay. Once upon a time. it's always important that when you're playing, you should try and figure out what you're playing against as soon as possible. So once upon a time, not a lot of decks that play this, especially when, yeah, okay. So we have seen Thespian Stage. So now I am expecting to be playing against Depths. We shall see. Depths is a very good matchup, though. The only thing I'm usually afraid of is the Elf turn 1. People who haven't seen my content, I'm very bad with card names, so I may describe cards because I failed to know their names. That's just my jam, not knowing card names. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be able to finish every league that I'm going to play. We'll just see how it rolls. You know, this is a chill stream, so sit back. I usually have a Belgian beer. Not today. I actually didn't get beers, but that's usually a thing that I did in the past. You know, it was a Belgian beer / legacy stream. So with a Swords Away Noble, that's really fine. I just care about them getting rid of my threats. Now I do have this one right here, Legolas, but if they have a very quick way to make a token, it's not gonna matter. Let's get rid of this. I'm gonna play the Nexus and chill. Jablaze, thanks for the follow. We're chilling, indeed. We are chilling. So how many of you here are still playing Infects? It's always interesting to know how many Infect players are left. If you're not playing them in Infect, trust me, the deck is really good in Legacy right now. We're not playing it. Planes. Doesn't look like they have a lot going on. I mean, I'm fine with this. So here's what could happen is, if they have crop rotation, they could make a token at the end of the turn, which is kind of what I'm expecting. They've been doing a lot of nothing for too long. So let's think, right? If they have crop rotation, what do I want to do? I think I want to be able to block the token and then potentially kill them the turn afterwards. So what I think I need to do is I need to play Nexus. And then if they make a token and attack, I can actually animate my Nexus, block. And then what? It's going to be difficult. If they have crop rotation, it's going to be difficult. So I definitely want to have Brainstorm to dig potentially for Force Will. I do have Legolas, which I would kind of want to use if they have another Swords. Yeah, okay, I'm going to play Nexus. It's possible that they just don't have crop rotation. They have a very reactive hand. It's possible, you know. People know I play Infect, so they keep hands with like 3 swords and nothing else. But let's see what they have. Do you have crop rotation? Oh, okay. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're going to copy Inkmoth Nexus, which is cute. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good play, because now they can block Inkmoth Nexus. Thing is, I have Legolas, so I don't care. Played 17 matches at SCG Philly, 5-3 on Infect. Nice. That's good. They have a Wasteland too. I'm not unhappy here. Just Legolas doesn't care about anything what they are doing currently. I'm going to chill. So with Legolas, I can just wait for the good timing to go for it. So I'm just not going to do... I'm just going to chill, dude. Let's see. If they're going to Wasteland me, should I use Legolas on a Nexus is a question. They are going to copy Wasteland. I don't really care about that. Again, I have Legolas, so that's fine. Okay, so that's Nexus number 1. I'm going to let that one happen. So it seems to me like they do not have crop rotation. Going deep's probably going to copy Wasteland. Yes, indeed. Still a Safekeeper. I don't care about that. Okay, so timing here is important. What I want to do is I want to Brainstorm now, and if, unfortunately, if they Wasteland in response to my Nexus, I'm going to have to animate the Nexus and protect it with Legolas. But so be it. Sylvan Library is really good in this matchup. So not the best draws. I think I don't want another fetch land. I think I do want to have Pendelhaven here. So do I want to have Days? Probably not, though. Yeah, I don't think I want to have Days. I'm going to put that one here. What I don't want to do now is I do not want to fetch, because I fetch and then they waste time. I'm going to feel silly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my upkeep, and now I'm going to fetch. Because if they wasteland me now, it's okay. Come on, go for it. Wasteland, Inkmoth Nexus, you chicken. Play drop. You should always hide your Savannah for as long as possible, by the way. I thought I shuffled you away. I'm going to play the Pendelhaven. So I'm going to just play Sylvan Library, honestly. This Sylvan Library could just win me the game. Hey, glad to be back. Thanks for joining. It's cool that we already have more than 30 viewers after me just 10 minutes ago. Like, not 10 minutes ago, but just like half an hour ago deciding that, yeah, I'm going to stream. I love freaking Sylvan Library. It's just such a good card. Okay, so I want to have them use this Wasteland because it's also a Thespian stage. So I'm gonna animate my Nexus and I'm gonna Legolas. If they in response Wasteland me to the animation, that will be okay. But now I'm just going to Legolas. And here's the great part, right? So split second means they can't do anything. So they cannot respond by Wastelanding the Nexus. And now Inkmoth Nexus, I can tap it for mana and then shoot 1 damage. So I'm going to be able to kill the Sylvan Library, which is freaking amazing. It's just so funny. I just love Legolas so much. Let me know if my settings are good, by the way. If something's too loud, if I have to change anything, let me know. So I can adjust. Loam. Sure. Loam isn't fortunate. That's a good one. So I'm just going to have to draw Bladder Agents. But I'm going to be very aggressive with his Sylvan Library. I mean... Okay, so I'm just going to... If they sacrifice a land to save Safekeeper, that's honestly okay. Don't particularly care. They let it die. So I guess they're just going to double Wasteland me in my upkeep. That's what they should do. Yep, that's fine. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to draw. That's a really bad draw. I was about to say that I'm just going to take whatever I find, but... Yikes. If you play Library instead of Ponder number 4, your blue count is 19? No, it's still 20. I'm also playing double Spell Pierce right now. I guess I'm just going to take them all, really. I'm just going to brainstorm. I think I need to be aggressive here because this game is going to be out of reach very quickly. Okay, so not the best brainstorm either. So we've seen a lot of lands here. I'm just going to shuffle a bunch of these away. Now I did find brainstorm, so okay. Not the end of the world. You can see my deck, by the way. If you hover over to the left side of the screen, you should be able to see the cardboard live pop up over there. If you click on it, you can see all the cards that I'm playing. So it's 4 Agent, 4 Brainstorm, 2 Pierce, 4 Days, 4 Force, and then 2 Ponder. If I count correctly, that should be 20. Which is something that I usually have. Already, this is a really good match here. So they are playing Echoing Deeps. I just need to find a threat that is not Inkmoth Nexus. Or I just need to find double Legolas. Easy. They probably have swords or something like that, though. Just gonna fetch, get rid of these lands that I put on top. Again, I'm gonna be aggressive with Sylvan Library. We'll take them all. Okay, that's really good. Daisy is bad. I'm gonna put that one on top. I will take Force. So now I just need a pump spell. Okay, so I'm gonna put the pressure on. I'm gonna play Agents and Inkmoth Nexus. So let's see if they have swords. I've also decided to not play music anymore while I'm streaming. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big music fan, but I've heard in the past that you know, reactions to me playing music were mixed. People enjoy being able to put on music by choice, and also it makes it so I can't put it on YouTube. So I figured I'm just gonna not play music anymore. So they're gonna wasteland agents. I mean, in response, I'm just gonna pump agents. Doesn't seem like they have swords. I do have Force Wall myself, so okay, Dryad Arbor, that's cute. So I'm gonna draw a pump spell and I'm gonna win. That is the game plan. I can't draw an extra card because that would mean I can't use Force Wall, so that sucks. But I think the power level of Sylvan Library is very clear here. Yes, I would like to draw, and there we have the card I'm gonna need. So I'm going to... I mean, I'm gonna have to go for it, right? I have Force plus Spell Pierce. I don't think it's getting any better from here. Is there a way how I can lose? I think I just win regardless, because even if I have double swords, I still win, so... Thank you very much, Sylvan Library. It's nice that that's the card that I was talking about, that I think is great. Immediately wins me the game. Nice, 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 nice. That's a nice return. It was already a pretty cool game. Okay, let's see if we win. It's sometimes it happens where you just win. Yeah. Here's me preparing for something that just doesn't happen. Nice. Okay, let's go to sideboarding. I mean, is there a world where I'm playing against lands? I don't think there is. This is depths, right? Let's just begin sideboarding. Glad to have you all here. If you have any questions for me, spam them in the chat. I'm always happy to answer any questions that you might have. So, sideboarding, I definitely just bring in 4 swords. That's usually... Yeah, indeed, lands doesn't play Safekeeper. I'm just, you know... Legacy is so wild right now that I'm pretty much always on the fence. I'm always in a state where I'm like 90% sure of what people are playing. Because I've seen some weird stuff. So swords comes in, that's usually just it. I really don't like Spell Pierce all that much. You know, sure, you get rid of a potential swords. Daisies is really bad on the draw too. Definitely gonna cut 2 daisies, and then it's the decision between. I'm probably just gonna cut 1 daze, both Spell Pierce, and then play 1 Flusterstorm instead. Don't get me wrong, you know, the only thing I really want is swords. Should be a good matchup, especially with every deck that does not play Blowmasters just gets crushed by Sylvan Library. It's honestly ridiculous. For people who haven't seen my content, you know, I'm curious, are there people here who have never heard about me or never seen my content? You're very welcome to be here, and please say hi in chat. It's always cool. If you've been playing Magic for so long, you just assume that everyone knows what deck you're playing, what you're doing, but it's just not the case. W. Brandon, cheers. Hey, W. Brandon, nice. Welcome, a newer player. How did you find the content? It's curious because I've been gone for 2 years, so I'm really curious if we have newer players coming here. How are you seeing this channel? I'm curious. Hand's fine, but nothing more. 3 lands is a bit heavy. Like, I don't know about this. I should be playing as if I'm playing a tournament, right? So if this was a tournament, would I keep this? Probably not. Since the new Mulligan rule, I've decided to... Petro Camu, thanks for the subscription. It's the first subscription since being back, so cheers. Nice. This really gives me gives me good vibes. I'm kind of hoping this keeps on going, and then maybe I'll just be streaming it a lot more in future. So if this was a tournament, I think I would mulligan this. Ever since the new mulligan rule, I tend to mulligan much more aggressively, 7 cards, and I usually keep 6 though. Yeah, it's better. I'm gonna keep. What's the worst card in here? Probably Berserk. Yeah, let's put them like this. Nice, nice, nice. Apparently on the bottom of my screen, the subscription is not changing yet, which is weird because the followers are updating. So why is the subscriber not updating? I'll get that fixed as soon as I can. As I said, I've been gone for 2 years, so I may have to make some adjustments. If anything is bad for you guys, let me know. If my settings are off, if the sound is too loud or too soft, let me know. Green Sun Zenith, do I care? I'm afraid of the Elvish Reclaimer. That's the one. That's the one I'm afraid of. Pretty much nothing else. Pretty much nothing else. I lost to this deck yesterday. I was obviously playing Infect. Nice. Nice. We always love our Infect players. I'm just gonna let this one go. I'm really sad that I didn't make it to 4 seasons, but no. March was a difficult time. I'm definitely going to try and make... I think the next one is in June, right? Or is it September? I don't know. I'm going to try and make it to the next one. Lost the 5th round. 3-1. Hey, man, it's a good result. How did you end up? So the question is, do I want to... I think I just want to play Blooded Agent, honestly. Just put some threats on the board. Sounds great. Okay, cool. Again, for people tuning in, if you want to see my deck list, hover over to the left side of the screen. You should be able to see my deck if you click on it. That's what we are playing. And if you have any questions about my list, feel free to ask them right from the start. Ah, there we go. The subscription is now updated. So thanks, Pedro. Swords on Agent. Don't care. I have another one. And I have Inkmoth Nexus. So I could, if I want to be really aggressive, I could just get rid of Dryad Arbor. Do I... So here's the thing. What I'm thinking about now is how aggressive do I want to play this? Because what I could do is I could actually animate Nexus, embiggen Nexus, and embiggen on Inkmoth Nexus +5/+5, so that's a lot. And then what I can do is I can then just attack and shoot Elvish Reclaimer. And that probably means I win the game, right? Because I have Force Will, I have Brainstorm. Maybe I should just do that. Get rid of the biggest threat. The other choice is to just play Agent and pass. And Brainstorm. Stifle in the main, it's fine. Stifle is always okay, but nothing more. That's at least my experience. It's always fine. It always is. You know what? I think I should probably just play Blighted Agent here. And have Legolas up. Blighted Agent, just such a powerful card. Best card in the deck, really. A friend of mine who was in chat just sent me a message that they can no longer respond in chat. Can someone try and type a message in stream chat and see if that still works? Because that would be weird, because I didn't change anything. Message. Okay, thanks. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna send my buddy then that his PC is broken. Thanks. Thanks, guys. I'll text him. Knight of the Reliquary. I'm probably just going to kill that one. See, this is the power level of Legolas. Honestly, with me having Legolas, I can just go for it every single time and crush them. I don't think I need Force here. I'm just going to Brainstorm. See what happens. I don't think I want Elf. Okay, so let's think. So if I slam it with Nexus and Agent now, that's 2. And then if I use next turn I can bigger Nexus, that's 5. So 7. And that's looking pretty good. That should be enough, right? So I think if I put him, I don't think I even need a ponder. Okay, but if I have to, I'd rather get rid of the force than the ponder. So I think I'm gonna put him like. But then again, if I have to force, I'd rather have the ponder. Power 1, thanks for the follow. Cheers, appreciate it a lot. I think I'm gonna put him like this. I want to draw the ponder, but not the rest. People who haven't played a lot of Magic Online, if you have double Nexus, the one here in front is the one that has Summoning Sickness. What I could also do... Nah, never mind. I'm just gonna, okay. I'm just gonna slam in. I mean, it's looking good. Not gonna lie. What you can even do, if you are really desperate, what you can do is I can shrink the Lage token if I want to. Now they are able to make the token. So do I want to have that ponder? I think I do. I think it's safe for me to just... Yeah, I'm gonna draw the ponder. I really love playing against depths because it's you have to think about a lot of things. So I'm going to shuffle now because I want to get rid of the elf on top. So I'm going to get Savannah because we are playing swords. So I'm going to ponder. Okay, so here's the thought process in my head. If I play Noble now, that means I have a 2-turn clock. However, that means I can't use Legolas, and I think I'm going to need it. And all the rest is pretty bad. I mean, if I get in with Agents, I can just attack next turn with 1 Nexus and Agents, and that's also lethal. And then I have Legolas up. Do I need? I think this is just Mulligan, right? Mulligan. This is just a shuffle, and I think it's gonna be good enough. Okay, so we have a thing called the Ponderberg on Magic Online. So if you, what's the card that if you would shuffle that you do want to find? It's probably gonna be Noble. So I'm gonna put them like this, and then I will shuffle. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna complain about that. What are the odds of them having double swords? Very low. Okay, so what you have to, when you're playing Infect, right, you need to know when to go for it. When is the best timing to go for it? And I think this is, with me having drawn Invigorate, I think I just have to go for it here. I mean, I have Lethal. They have 4 cards in hand. And they've already used 1 swords, so they have only seen 9 cards in their deck. So what are the odds of them having double swords? I think this is the best timing for me to go for it. And if they have the answer, sure, so be it. Sucks to be me, but I think this is a reason to go for it. We'll see. So I'm gonna use Invigorate. But worried about Maze. Usually these decks don't play Maze anymore. But now you've made me afraid. You have made me afraid. It's been very long since I've actually seen Mazevith in depths. But should I play around Maze? I'm so afraid. Yeah, maybe if I'm gonna be, if you'll be blown up, but if I know that they have Maze, then the safest thing here is to just chill. It's not impossible. Yeah, okay. No, attack the next turn. Yeah, if they have Maze, that sucks. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chill. So I'm always gonna use always going to use Invigorate here, because like, even if they would have Maze, and I would have been playing towards if they have Maze, then I would still use Invigorate, because you kind of want them to Maze here. Okay, so they did not do anything. Let's see what happens. Okay. I guess they just made a creature now, right? So what I want to do now is block the creature with a Nexus. And then I have next turn I can attack with a Nexus and an Agent. Hopefully. Oh no, next turn I'm just going to embiggen. Yeah, that's the thing. If I have to use Legolas, I really hope that I don't have to use Legolas, but it's possible that I'm going to have to. If they get a Wasteland with Knight, that would suck, but we'll see. They can only sacrifice a forest or a plain, so we'll see what they do with Savannah. My opponent is taking a long time to think, which is usually a good sign. If it's easy, you don't have to think about this for too long. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, they're definitely going to attack. That's the easy part. So now the question is, do I want to animate Nexus with a Nexus or a Savannah? I think I want to have Legolas up, so what could happen? Let's think worst case. If I would animate Nexus with a Savannah, that means I cannot use Legolas. And if they then get a Wasteland and waste it, I can in response animate the other one. Next turn, embiggen Legolas, so that's fine. I don't care about swords because I have Force Will. So I think it's actually the best thing for me here to do is to tap the Nexus or animate it with Savannah. That means if they get a Wasteland, animate this one, then I can animate the other one, block, and then I have Force Will. I think that's the safest, and I have Embiggen and Legolas. I think that's the safest thing to do, because if I would, the other reasoning to do would be to animate Nexus with my other Nexus, and then if they would get a Wasteland and kill it, then I can animate itself, and then I can Legolas. But that means, I think it's just safer to not do it that way. Okay, let's just, like this. There we go. Block, untap, and kill. I'll try. Okay, looks like that went. It's always funny when you set up everything the way you have to, and then just it's just, yeah, whatever, man. I didn't have anything. But yeah, I mean, it's important to know why you are making certain choices, because I try and set up the best, and this is why I think playing Infect is so difficult. You have to keep in mind everything that your opponent can have. What if they have this? Then this is the most optimal play. And if you've seen me talk through my lines, it has become very clear that I'm trying to think about every single thing that my opponent could have, right? I think that's how you win with Infect. But the thing is, if you want to be winning with Infect, you need to not only know your deck very well, but also the meta and your opponent's decks. You need to know what they are playing. And for instance, like Maze, it's sometimes a one-off. So I have to. I definitely should have played around it last turn. Could they have given the land protection? Can you give the Sajiri step work against colorless? If they would have done that, I would have just used Legolas on Bladder Agent, though. I don't think it's for colorless, no. Right, now let's see. Let's see if they have the Maze. We have Legolas, so. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Which chat takes the win? Boom. And now we just win. I'm really happy that so game number 1, we won purely based on Sylvan Library, and now game number 2, we win purely based on Legolas. But Legolas was important in both games, and I think it's clear just how powerful this game, this card is, right? Legolas is honestly the biggest upgrade Infect has gotten maybe ever. I think it's the most powerful spell that they have printed ever since the printing of Invigorate. I think it's that powerful. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Well, not ridiculous. I think it's just what Infect needed. But yeah, I'm happy. Nice. That was a cool game. That was a cool game indeed. Rancor, thanks for the follow. Cheers, appreciate it a ton. This hand is fine. I'm going to keep. It's not excellent or anything, but it is definitely a good hand, so I'm going to keep. Where were you this 4 seasons? I was at home. I was not able to make it this time, unfortunately, but I will try and make it next time, for sure. No, because you lost to Maze yesterday. How's your kid doing? She is fine. She is perfect. She is getting a smooth rhythm, which is why I'm finally able to stream again. Nice. And so for people who don't know this, I actually 2 years ago, I became a father, and I also started evening studies of schooling myself towards becoming a programmer. So my life has been massively busy. But now, kid's 2 years old. She is in a good schedule. And also, I now have a new job as a programmer. So my education, my evening school, is finishing soon. So, as you've noticed, I finally have more time available. So I should be able to play more Magic, make more content again. Nice. Mother of Runes. Are we playing against Death and Taxes? How long has it been since I played against Death and Taxes? Honestly, I don't even remember that long. So I'm going to slam in here. I will use Pendelhaven, because I'm kind of hoping that they swords Listen Elf here, because it's never getting through ever again with Mother of Runes. I was expecting this to be Death and Taxes after Karakas Ether Vial, but so if my opponent blocks here, that means they do not have removal spells. I am very happy with this exchange. Nice. No more teach it? Nope. I am no longer a teacher. Since September, I have a new job, and I am now a programmer, a software engineer, as they say. It's nice. It was time for a change, for sure. So, what are we going to do with this? It's not bad. It's just very meh. Like, Force Will is okay, but then I have to pitch Ponder. Spell Pierce is medium. It's not bad. I think I have another Ponder, so I think I'm just going to get rid of this. So, okay. Again, Ponder Bug. So if I would have to draw one card, which one do I want to find? Probably Force Will. So I'm just going to put them like this. And I'm going to shuffle Silver Library now. That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup. So how have you all been doing? I am seeing a lot of names that I recall from the past, which is lovely. Lovely that you haven't forgotten me. Cheers. Thanks for being here. And I'm curious to hear from you. How have you guys all been? I hope your life is as fabulous as ever. And again, dude, the power level of this Silver Light is just... I honestly... I can't see how I'm going to lose with Silver Library. You have 2 kids now. Nice. Congratulations. Having a kid is really cool. Oh, I didn't even realize they're playing the Yorian version too. Okay, so anyway, let's get Silver Library. Silver Library, great stuff. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. See, this is why you always counter Ether Vial against Death and Taxes. Because if you do, you win the game. They just concede. Right, yeah, okay. Nice. Sideboarding. It's been over a year. Let's see what we would have drawn. I would have drawn everything, and then I would have pondered. So this is the cards that we would have seen. It's not, it's really not that busted, but I mean, it's good, right? It's good. They are so scared, as they should be. Death and Taxes now plays black sometimes. Yeah. That's pretty much the only thing I'm afraid of. But with this, I haven't seen black, so I'm not gonna respect it soon. Usually, GT is no longer played, so. That's a thing, but I am still gonna play Force of Vigors. Ever since the printing of Legolas, though, much has changed. So what you want to do is you want to get rid of some counter magic. That's pretty much it. Boom. There we go. That's it. Easy sideboarding. So everyone, how are you enjoying this stream so far? I hope you all have been having fun. Nice, 50 people here, nice, cool. For an unannounced, spontaneous stream, that's pretty good. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here watching some Infect content. Question, who you think that Infect is actually, honestly, really a good deck in Legacy? I'm curious. I mean, I do, but I'm biased. Of course I think it's a good deck. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. This hand is pretty good. I'm going to keep. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep. Ether Vial. Sure. That's the best turn 1 play. Where do you have your deck list? So if you have it to the left side of the screen, you should be able to see a pop-up over there of Cardboard Live, and there you can see my deck list. So next turn, we can play Agent and have double Legolas, so I'm just going to win the game on the spot. Yes. Legolas. Legolas, my friend. Let's just hope that they do not kill Noble. That would be unfortunate. Deafening Silence. This is funny. Deafening Silence is so bad against Infect. People play this all the time. Oh, sorry about that. It's really not that good. And you know why? Because I get to play my creatures, and now I can still play Legolas. Honestly, people board in against me all the time, and I just couldn't disagree more. But I mean, everyone does it, so maybe I'm wrong. I just whenever I see it, I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't really care. I'm still land drop. So if I draw Force of Vigor now, that would be really good. That would be really nice. Come on, Force of Vigor. Berserk. I'm probably... Thanks for the follow. Cheers, DeFreed. So cool to see you stream again. I'm happy too. I'm actually enjoying myself quite a bit. You know, I've missed this interaction so much. I might just Berserk Giver of Runes though. So let's animate. So I'm just gonna play it chill, you know. There's a certain point where I can just start slamming these pump spells, and if they kill one of my creatures, so be it. I have another one. Have you discussed not sideboarding Triumph? Yes, because right now Reanimator is the top deck of the format, and when I've been playing leagues recently, I've had leagues where I played against Reanimator or Scaminator like 4 times out of 5. So if I was playing in real life, I would probably still play Triumph, but on Magic Online specifically, I just swapped Triumph for Endurance, which is pretty much the same thing, but just better against the graveyard strategies, so hence the decision. I'm just going to Berserk, Giver of Rune. Am I? If I do that, I'm not able to protect Blooded Agents. You know what? I changed my mind. Whatever. You can slam in for 1. They are dead? Well, not yet. I can't kill them because they have Deafening Silence. Yet. There we go. Another reason why Deafening Silence is not that good against Infect. So I'm just going to put Blooded Agent here. Okay, so what's going to happen now, right? I have double Legolas, so I'm assuming that this will work. I'm going to put him to 5. And now I can just attack twice, and I can just double Legolas, and I don't even need these pump spells. So what they did is they just removed a card out of their own hand. And even if they kill Blood Agent here, I'm still okay with it because I have double Nexus. I'm probably not going to let it happen. If they are able to remove it, I'm going to save Blood Agent, but you know, catch my drift, right? Recruit Rep the Guard. So if they are playing the Black Splash and they have Plague Engineer, that's literally the only card I'm afraid of. So let's see what they get. Haven't seen any black cards yet, so we'll see if they have it. Let's see, how long have we been streaming? Almost an hour. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play another one. We'll see. Skyclave, something. I'm really curious why Death and Taxes is just gone from the meta. Honestly, I'm not sure why. The deck doesn't seem bad or anything like that to me. I honestly don't know why people are not playing it anymore. What killed Death and Taxes? Is it Bowmasters? They don't really play that much 1/1s anymore, right? What am I missing? Maybe because GT just isn't that good anymore. I don't know. Someone very smart in chat will explain it to me. Okay, I'm going to use Pendelhaven. They will try and kill agents, which will not work. Okay, so Legolas it is. And even if they have Solitude, that will not work. Go. Now I can actually shoot. What am I going to shoot? I guess Skyclave, in case they have... they have a bouncer. And I guess now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the agents. Do I even need this Legolas anymore? I don't think so. And I think it shows why Deafening Silence really isn't that good against Infect. I mean, it's been a good league. I've been talking about why certain choices are not worth it, or how you should be playing, and they kind of all came exactly as I thought they would, which is nice. Now let's watch the chat. Can you end of turn pump on their turn to hold the pump spell during your turn? You can you? But then wait a second. Let me read that again. Can you end of turn play pump? Can you end of turn play pump on their turn? I'm not sure I follow. Seen you last time on stream on Netherlands tournaments against a cheater. Against a cheater. Oh, okay. Yeah. That was sort of, and the thing is, he's not a cheater. You're joking. Let me just clarify that for the chat. But it was funny because he always plays Sneaking Show. So my opening hand, I just mulliganed towards an extremely good hand that was good against Sneak Attack, and then they were on a control deck. So I deserved the round 1 loss, and the other losses, losing to the one of Wasteland twice was very painful indeed. They have another Solitude. Okay, sure, I guess. I'm still okay with this. They have 1 port. That's unfortunate, but actually, yeah, that's why. That's me. I deserve that. Another Nexus. Okay. So I'm gonna animate. I don't know. I don't know if this double Solitude was correct. And but I don't know. I actually mean I don't think so. So it is concede. I'm not sure, my friend. Was that the way to play this? I think... Did they maybe not realize that Deafening Silence is non-creature? That has to be it, right? I think if you have double Solitude, what you want to do is you want to wait until I go for it and then double Solitude. That makes more sense, right? So I guess they just forgot. Oh no, they played. I don't know. I think that was... Let's go to the next one. I don't know. Neville Shoot. That's a combo player. I think I recognize the name. Usually Doomsday, if I'm correct. I mean, I just discussed how I lost after playing like that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This hand's not good against Doomsday. I'm gonna mulligan. Yep, that's what I want. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get rid of Legolas. So you can see, I'm just gonna go all in on the fact that my opponent is possibly playing Doomsday. Okay. So I'm going to play a fish and not do anything. So as you can see, my game plan here is completely different from what I did against other decks. If I am playing against Doomsday or a combo deck, what you want to do is you do not want to do anything on the first turn, right? If I would play Noble here and they would play Doomsday, and I would not be able to spell pierce, like I daze and they daze back, like what am I even doing? I just threw the game away on my own. But they are playing Snow-Covered Island, so I may have just juked myself. Okay, pass. Now I'm going to play Pendle Noble. Like dress down and stifle not. Yeah, it doesn't work the same. I think dress down says specifically until the end of next turn, right? That's not what invigorate and the other pump spells say. Hello everyone watching. I'm very happy to be back. If you have any questions for me, spam them in the chat. If you are enjoying what you are seeing, don't forget to click that follow button. If you want to support me even more, consider subscribing, helps out a ton. I'm going to try and do this more. I'm having a lot of fun, honestly. I've missed this interaction so much. I'm so glad to be back. So I'm going to try and stream again. I'm not going to work with a schedule anymore. That's not feasible, unfortunately. Just putting that out there. So Doomsday sometimes play Bowmasters. How important is it for me to... So I think I'm going to play Blooding with Noble and the Fetch. That means I would not be able to Brainstorm. I could also play Blooded Agent, then walk into a potential Bowmasters, and then I could have Spell Pierce and Daze Up and Brainstorm. If Spell Pierce and Daze is not good enough, yeah, I think I'm just gonna Fetch, play Agent, and have Penlaven up. For if they do play Bowmasters. Hope you're thinking about some modern streams. Yeah, definitely. I mean, modern and Legacy, that's my jam. Mostly Legacy, but good play. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Agent. That's not a thing. I mean, I was debating with what lands I want to play Agents. Would it be Tropical or Penlaven? Because the potential Bowmasters. I would always play Agent here. I think this is another thing that you can see why Infect just doesn't always care about Bowmasters. Even if they have Bowmasters, I can just Penlaven. I can even Brainstorm if I want to. And if anything really goes wrong, I can still Brainstorm. Up the Beanstalk. Okay, so they did it again. They got me. I should have kept that Legolas. So Sultai Beans. So Beans is actually a very good matchup for us. Main reason is that you don't really care about the Beanstalk. Now, of course, the Spell Pierce is tempting. I think I'm going to play Spell Pierce now, but that's just because otherwise it's going to get bad in the future. Because they already have 3 mana, right? So Spell Pierce is not getting any better. So I will Spell Pierce, but I rarely counter up the Beanstalk, if I'm honest, because it's very often just not worth it. It's a card that works for the long game, right? But we're not going to play the long game. They force. Now that is something I'm happy with. I don't care. Because again, Beanstalk really isn't that great against us. Okay, Brainstorm. But that is a horrible Brainstorm. Yeah. Let's just put them like this. Play Agents. Slam in. Next turn, I can hardcast Force Wall, but that was just... Yikes. That was really bad. That was really bad. So this is a matchup where I really want to have Triumph. If I'm playing against Sultai Beans. Don't have it. Endurance is fine too, don't get me wrong. But it's not as good. I usually don't even bring it in. Savannah, okay. And again, if I had like one Legolas in here, I think we're just good. You've saved Avon to pitch to Force. But why? Then you have... Daze is so bad. Mainline Binding, okay. Bowmasters. Let's Daze. And if they counter this, I'm just going to concede. Okay. Now, I won't be able to hardcast Force anymore, which sucks, but I mean... So keep, and I'm going to slam in. Let it surround. Another Bowmasters. Okay, so this is why I did not use Pendelhaven. Go. I guess in response they have some other way to get rid of it. Looks like they don't. Nice. I should have probably explained why I didn't use Pendelhaven. In case it hasn't been obvious. But I mean, I'm kind of hoping that you see why this is a good matchup, right? My hand has been far from great, and still, I mean, I'm not feeling under any real pressure whatsoever. Yeah, I was going to fetch you my upkeep. No worries, I put a stop. Still, I'm going to not use Pendelhaven to play around Bowmasters, and next turn, if I use Pendelhaven, then it's still lethal, so it doesn't change the clock. And their hand was pretty good, right? They had double Bowmasters, and Leyline Binding, and Force, and still, it looks like we're going to win. We'll see. They get rid of a fetch. They play a land. They have 3 cards left, so I'm feeling pretty good. And I will just go for it now. If they have Bowmasters number 3, so be it. I will play into that. I have to. I'm not gonna... This game is not getting better the longer the game goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I going to be able to daze? Terminus! Hardcast Terminus. This is freaking sweet. I love this league, dude. This is why I like playing on Twitch. I always have the most hilarious games. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be able to daze Terminus, and then I'm going to be able to hardcast Force Will. There, Force Will. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so anyway, that blue. You should always counter their stuff before they draw with Beanstalk. In case you were wondering. I mean, this is I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. And boom. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Nice. Nice. 4th Trop versus 1 basic forest for Blood Moon consideration. Nah. I mean, you could, but I think Tropical is just so important. I just don't know. I just think it's worth it. People do this, don't get me wrong, but this was one hell of a game, dude. Wow, okay. Sideboarding. So, yeah. Apparently, when I think people are on combo decks, they are not. I think that's pretty much the summary. Berserk pretty bad, so is Daze. Looks like this is just Sweat Miracles. I'm gonna keep it like this. Well played. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think we did play this well. Reading opponent like an open book. I don't know about that, but I think I read the game. I think I played the best I could towards my outs, which is important. Yep, hand is excellent. Fortunately, I'm missing one minor thing. I have library, so that's a snap keep. They could have Bowmasters, which sucks, but I mean, I could potentially kill it with Noble. If they have Bowmasters here turn 2, that would be unfortunate. Hey, Lewandowski, yes, I am back. Back to streaming. This will be the last game, though. Would be nice if we If we would make our comeback with just a clean 6-0, that would be insane though. Okay, looks like ooh, well, okay. So that means if they do have what's the name of the white card? The binding, that we have another one, which is nice. Counter it. Come on. I dare you, counter this. Played this matchup twice, but I found I need more experience with Infect to know what hand. But that's definitely true. I mean, I think this matchup is very favored for Infect once you know what you're doing, but it is very skill intensive. That is definitely true. But Lego has just completely turned it around, in my opinion. Okay, so they forced number 1. Excellent, which means number 2 should resolve. How do you feel for Modern right now with the ban? Too soon to sell. I mean, I think I liked playing against Rhinos with Infect. So it didn't. I mean, I don't know. Triumph. This is why I love Infect right now against control builds. Triumph is I mean, the card is just so good. I freaking love Triumph. I mean, I played it myself. Card is nuts. However, that live gain is pretty irrelevant against us. Let's see if they have enough force. I've been waiting on your content to help me improve. Well, I am happy to provide it for you. I'm going to be very aggressive here with this library because I just need a threat now and we win. It's that easy. Ouch. I could kill Triumph if I need to with Noble, which is something that I may do. Probably just going to take everything. Veil of Summer, that's nice. Yes. Inkmoth Nexus, perfect, 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 perfect. I'm going to put him like this. Okay, so just look at this hand. How am I going to lose? Honestly, I don't know. Dress down. That's how. But I'm going to need to draw a blue card. I can even block with Noble, because Embiggen and Invigorate is 10. And I have Legolas, so... Tekka, thanks for the follow. Cheers, appreciated a 10. I hope to see you in the next stream as well. So should I block? I already have one. I think the only way I can lose here is if they have Dress down. So... kind of hoping. I just want to draw 2 blue cards, and then that would mean I need to potentially pay 8 mana, 8 life. Sorry. So if I block, I can do that with Triumph, and then I can animate Nexus. So I can animate Nexus with itself. Then Invigorate and Embiggen. That's 1 green. Then I have Legolas and I have Veil of Summer up, and then I can actually force. Reduction of Chalice? Oh, definitely. Yeah, everyone was playing Chalice just for this reason. Have you beaten 8 cost yet? Haven't faced yet in this league. The list, if you hover over to the left side of the screen, you should be able to see the pop-up of Cardboard Live, and there you can see my list. So, okay, I'm going to block. Keep in mind, Embiggen on Nexus is 5, so you don't need Noble. I'm not going to fetch. I just want to draw another blue card. There we go. So put on. I can take everything here. I'm just going to whatever. This has been such a cool league because I have been able to show you the power of both Legolas and Sylvan Library. So if you know how to adapt to the meta, you can always adapt. And this is what we've done with this build. And pretty much every single game, our choices have made it so we won. So it looks like we are going to come back after a period of not streaming with a very sweet 6-0 start. Not on a mobile? Damn, sorry. I'll check if I can activate exclamation point deck or something like that in some way. I'm going to fetch now first because you never know. Embiggen. But if this resolves, I think we just win. So again, Embiggen is 5. Legolas would be dope for Modern. Never gonna happen. You figured it out? Nice. Plus the Storm. Okay, so I guess there is a way how we can lose. Let's see. It's not game over yet, though. So they're going to put... Let's see. They're going to put everything on... no, they're going to divide... Okay, so we can survive here. Can anyone figure out how? I'm just going to let you guys figure it out before I actually do it myself. Nice. Well played by our opponent. So, let's see. No. So, fourth is bad now. Okay. There we go. So, as much as I hate this, I'm going to have to... I'm not playing any white cards, so might as well just get a drop. I'm going to slam in first. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to Legolas. Go. And tap for mana. Shoot this guy. I mean, it's still not looking good, but at least we survive, so I guess I shouldn't have taken those other cards. Suits me for thinking we got it covered, which we didn't. And now they just Bowmasters me for one. No more foe. What I'm probably going to do is I'm just, if I don't have a pump spell now, I'm just going to pass the turns, and I can actually hardcast forces, so that's not bad. I have these Sylvan Libraries to actually. Why would you not leave with the Force instead of the Veil? Because if I did that, I would have never have been able to do twice. Because if I forced, I would have lost one life, and that meant I would have not have been able to use Veil. So it would have been the same. It's always on top. It's always on top. Okay, let's see if we draw a pump spell. Again, if we draw a pump spell, we're good. Immortal Nexus is fine. Damn. Triumph on top is really unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so they slam in. So now it's important for me to... Nah, it doesn't really matter, but whatever. So I'm just going to... Animate. There we go. Alright, do we find a pump spell? We do not, but we do survive another turn. I'll take it. So let's play this. Now, the thing is, they may have ley line. And they can't. Okay, we lose. Unfortunate, but so be it. We still have game 3. So any changes? Probably. Berserk's really bad against this matchup. So what I'm going to do is... On the draw, Days are even worse, though. So I'm just going to put them like this. And there we go. You should not be playing swords. Send an opponent on this respond. No. If I would have never been able to use Force and Veil. Because that would have put me at 0 life. Alright, last game. And then we're going to call it a day. Nev, thanks for the apologies. Appreciate it. 10. Everyone, I just want to say it's amazing how many people are here. I didn't expect to have so many viewers on my first stream back after 2 years. And especially after not even announcing that I was going to stream until like 10 minutes before I started. Thanks everyone for watching. If you are enjoying this, don't forget to click follow or maybe subscribe if you want to support me a ton. If you want more Infect content, if you want to check it out for more Patreon exclusive content, go check out my Patreon. There it is, popped up on the screen right there. Check out my YouTube channel if you're interested, or follow me on Twitter for more content. It's not done yet, but I want to give myself some quick shoutouts before we proceed. Would have been able to force unveil, but lost access to Legolas. I mean, maybe I don't remember the game state. In any case, I did play that. For some reason, I did play that incorrectly. What I should have done is probably just not take the land. Yes, but I was not playing around Faster Storm as I should have. His hand's medium. I think I have to mulligan this. So force doesn't work. It's 3 lands. Sucks. His hand's really good. So I'm probably going to lose this one. Does the cage do something against Triumph? I don't think so. Why would it? It doesn't hit the yard, so okay. For a mulligan to 5, because it's okay. Welcome back. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it a ton. So I'm gonna keep. I really hate keeping forces when you're on a mulligan, so at least it has made my mulligan easy. My opponent's on 6. I'm at 5. This is gonna be an awkward game. Okay, ponder. I need a land. That's not a land, so that's a shuffle. This game may be over soon, because if I don't find land with this brainstorm, I'm just going to concede. Unfortunate. If I'm really hoping that is not going to be the end of. Okay, never mind. If that would have been the end of the league, that would have been sad because we had a pretty good run so far. Undercity sewers. So now that I have black, I'm just going to brainstorm. They get rid of brainstorm. Okay. Should I just begin? Nah. Brainstorm. See what we get. I mean, I'm not unhappy. So I'm definitely going to play a Nexus this turn, and I definitely want to have Force available. That's the main thing. So I'm going to have to definitely keep one Nexus and one Force, one Agent. Then we have Embiggen, Nexus, and Agent left. Probably going to try and play Embiggen or Agent next turn. Question is which one. I think I want to have access to Embiggen really, because if they're going to have to do something, right? And then I can just attack with 2 Nexus. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to be very aggressive here. Again, I'm mulligan to 5. So if you want to win a game after mulligan to 5, you need to be, 1, very aggressive, and you need to take your chances when you have them, because I'm definitely not going to win the longer this game goes on. And the thing is, I have a lot of threats right now, which is really good. You should always try and win with Inkmoth Nexus if you can, because Leyline doesn't work on Nexus. So they left the card on top. So I'm definitely going to be playing this. I think I just want to put the pressure on, really. So I'm just going to attack with everything. And if they Bowmasters one of these things, I'm just going to let it happen. There's just a more expensive swords in this slot. See, there we go. I don't care. Again, Bowmasters really isn't that good against this deck. Okay. Sure. Don't care. So Embiggen is lethal now. So I need them to tap out. Brainstorm. Okay. I'm probably going to play the other agents. Just attack with 1 agent. And chill. No. Make them have removal after removal after removal. Cycle Lorien. Okay. So I think... yeah, they will definitely get a white source. Tundra need... they need white mana. Tundra. Bowmasters. I think that's a misplay. Them tapping out means I can just kill them. Keep in mind, Biggin on Nexus is +5, so I'm just going to kill them. They need double sword. They need double force. All right, fingers crossed. If we win after a mulligan to 5, that would be nice. And boom. What do you have for me, my friend? Do you have double force? What? Oh, they force with force. So either they have more or they just don't have another blue card. And we win! Nice! So we return with a 3-0 start in a league. Excellent. I've been streaming for 1.5 hours, so unfortunately I will not be able to play some more. But wow, this was pretty damn great. I had a lot of fun in these leagues. And I think we just were able to show you how powerful Infect is right now. And as I said before, man, deck's good. You should really give it a try if you're interested. Yeah, nice. Okay, thanks, everyone. Let me just quickly pop up the deck here for you guys. If you have any last questions for me, now is the time to ask the questions. I'm just going to show you the main deck. And there we go. Thank you all for watching. My name is Sam, aka Fenruscloud. You can follow me on Twitter for more content. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to smash that follow button. If you want to support me even more, you can consider subscribing. Helps me out a ton. I'm going to be back. I'm not sure when or at what capacity. I will not be putting a schedule on this. I will stream whenever I can. But I had a ton of fun. This will be on YouTube, and I hope to see you all soon. Thanks for watching. And bye.